So I once had this girlfriend named Angie. We were both lost souls, we were both in the wilderness, but then we just hit a connection because we were both primal beings. We would used to dance around the campsites in the ancient forest. She would give me a hip check, I'd give her one back. Sometimes a tail from side to side, back to back, front to front, etc. And we just hit it off, and it was a banging relationship, let me tell you. Then she would start to give me a few love bites, you know, it's fine if you're a bit, if you're into that kinky stuff. That's when she made it quite clear that she wanted to eat me out. And I said, lady, I know you're an endangered species, but I've had unhealthy relationships with women who have been literally man-eaters in the past before, and I don't want this threatening my cause to save the ecosystem of Monster Hunter World. So, or the new world, sorry. So that's when we break up, and she wasn't very happy about it, let me tell you. You could say now she literally wants to kill me and is a danger to the entire ecosystem. So, that is the story. Anyway, welcome back, fellow hunters, to part 8, or episode 7, I believe, of my Monster Hunter World walkthrough. So, in case you didn't get the memo, we have to fight the red dinosaur herself, the Anjanath. And so let me just go over briefly what I've done with my equipment. So, I've gone ahead and decided to buy the Kulu headpiece, which, if you would like one yourself, only costs 2 Kulu Yaku scale, 1 hide, and 1 plume. Very easy, you can get it from... You can probably get it from just 1 Kulu Yaku investigation or hunt. And as you can see, it has fire resistance, improves fire resistance, and increases it at improves defense at high levels rather. So, pretty nice. That'll do very well against the dinosaur's fire attacks. And aside from that, I went ahead and decided to just keep the rest of my gear. Or most of it anyway. I decided to keep the Blossom boots and vest because it has +1 fire resistance. And as you can see, it's already been upgraded to the max, so just saves a few armor spheres and research points. I've also decided to keep the bone coil, increase it to max defense, because it also has fire resistance, pretty nice. And the Keston guards as well. Not quite the highest level, but it's around the same level as my other gear, plus it has good fire resistance and affinity sliding, so hopefully I can make use of that. And of course the Jara Shottle, which is very effective against Anjanath, who is weak to water. So, I believe we're just going to get straight into the hunt. Or, oh wait, no. Oh no, almost forgot. Right before we get into it, there's just a couple of things I have to show you. One of them is now we can access the botanical gardens. So right here, after you beat the Tobikadachi, if you talk to the botanical researcher, we now have access to the gardens, which means we can grow any 2 to 3 insects or entomology that we want. Are you ready for a little research? Right. So the Botanical Research Center, I'm not going to read all that, you could go ahead and pause it if you want. But essentially now it allows us to grow plants, mushrooms, and insects, produce more of them, which is very handy if you can't remember, if you either A, can't remember where to get the exact plants, mushrooms, and insects, or 2, just don't have the time to, you know, farm it all, so, which is very nice. Now, is there anything I want to harvest? I had a mite seed I wanted, but I guess it's not available to us, so I don't believe there's anything I want to, because I'd rather collect honey myself, as it's part of the bounty, and I could receive more research points and armor fits that way. So I believe that's it. There's 1 or 2 more exclamation marks left, but nope, that's it. We're just gonna get into the Anjanath hunt now. I feel fairly confident, so I've upgraded my gear pretty high. Yeah, do you know what? I think I'm ready.
All right.
X, thank you.
Oops. Hold nothing back.
Use everything, hit it with all I've got. Jeez, that's brutal, mate. You must have had some pretty brutal relationships back in your day. Right. Now we speak to the handler, and now it's time to get our quest on. Oh, I believe we've had a canteen upgrade as well. Excuse me, my memory's a bit foggy, rather. Also, after the Tobikadachi hunt, we get a canteen upgrade, which means, I believe it means we get more choice of meals, but of course we are going to pick our own. So, let's see what they give. Hunter resilience. Ooh, that one gives plus 10 health. Yeah, that's nice. I'm going to take it. I will take that. Get the chance of getting the acrobat skill. But what we want is potential of not having our defense harbored, which is very useful. And sure, we can go for the quick recovery as well. Oh, we didn't get the boost, unfortunately. Let's check one more time. See if we're completely ready. What soapfish do we want? Well, I'm gonna take it because we need all the help we can get against this thing. So, it doesn't sound very confident to me, but I'm pretty confident. Let me tell you. Hello, love. How's life been for you these days? Must be a pain in the back, isn't it? Alright. Best place to attack the Anjanath is between the arms, between the legs, and on the throat. That disables her fire attacks. Whatever you do not want to be at the front of her, because she can unleash a fire attack. Deals a lot of damage. If you can attack her in the throat, it will disable her fire attack. Although I believe it's when she's actually charging the fire attack immediately, so yeah, just remember that. See if we can get mount on her. Perfect. Got the mount on her. Great. Good start. I'll brace. Nice to take you for a ride. Not the first time. She summoned the horn on the top of her head. That means she's angry. Ah, couldn't mount again. Just gonna jump. Aye, are you kidding me? I missed that. Tail is also one of her weaknesses. This is not a good place to be because she can jump down and do a lot of damage. And that is one of her most powerful attacks. So do not be at the front of her. That's what I'm talking about, that flame sword attack. Thanks, Minda, taking one for the team. Can we attack a throw? Do I have to whetstone again? I think I may have maybe one upgrade's too short, to be honest. See if we can pull up a mount. Ow. Ow. No? She didn't jump down? Ah. Oh, she's retreating. Perfect. Oh, we haven't been using our infinity slide as much as I would have liked. Let's see if we can try and use it now. That did not go to plan. Right. And there's the difference. Boosting your health should make. Probably should have used Mega Nutrients last time. Come on, surely. There we go. Hide real quick and use a potion. Sorry, Minda, don't mean to leave you in the line of fire. See if you can't lure her into a trap. Okay, that sort of worked. Yeah, do not get hit by that thing, whatever you do. You have to be a bit braver here, just go in for the attack. Don't tell me I have to whetstone already. Might have to, you know. It's a bit difficult when she's literally jumping at you and charging at you. Oh, is she retreating again? She is angry. Right, I need to find some high ground. today. Alright, will this do? No, it won't. No, it won't. Okay, burnt out, good. Sorry there, I thought I had like some sort of fire herb to quench it there, but what you're supposed to do when you get burnt is just roll around. It will put out the fire, and it's something that was sloppy from me. Oh, perfect. Can't I get high ground? That's a good idea. Oh, and she hasn't got too much left in her. And she doesn't sleep on the job. Well, it doesn't look like much. Doesn't look like much damage. A few kicks, and she could do a lot of damage to you. A lot of damage. I think it might. A lot of damage, and that's what I'm talking about. I think she's still into me, despite threatening the whole ecosystem and all. No, but no, it's still a thing. Totally. All right. Yes! I can't lie, guys, I'm honestly sweating right now. Oh, hip check, just like the old times. Let's push our luck on, let's push our luck. Come on. Well, okay then. I didn't expect that she could come around corners. Jump around corners. Ah, so close. No, I don't want to climb. specimen. Perfect. This is slightly disconcerting that she's not going down yet. Oh, that was bad. It's bad to miss there, right in front of her jaw. I'm sorry I had to end this way, Angie. But the whole threat to the ecosystem thing, kind of a big deal breaker. Okay. So. Yes, I did die the first time on this walkthrough, but I mean, I had her on the ropes the whole time, so. Plus, I could have predicted that corner, that attack from seemingly where I was seemingly on a safe distance. But no, apparently, even in hidden corners, you're not safe, guys. So take note of that. I kid you not, guys. I'm literally sweating. My pits. My shirt is now wet. There is definite water in there. Let's just take all. Hunter rank 5. Defender of Astera. It is time, now, to take on the Elder Dragon.
Gather round, people. We have much to discuss. All our preparations are complete, and I have all of you to thank for working double time to make it happen. I'm especially impressed with the 5th for hunting the Anjanath despite being new here. That's one less misery standing between us and capturing Zora Magdaros. Well done. When will Zora reach the Great Ravine?
Precisely at daybreak.
Good. Let's run through the operation one last time, then. Our hunters will rendezvous on site. Once the beast appears, the operation will commence. We've built 2 barriers in the target's path. Your objective is to stop it at the first barrier, initially wearing it down with cannon and ballista fire, then restrain it with... However, there is a chance it will break through. If so, we'll initiate the mounting phase of the operation. During this phase, we'll attempt to weaken it further, so that we'll have a better chance of restraining it at the second barrier. Make sure you hammer it as much as possible with cannons and ballista. They're there for a reason.
Affirmative, sir.
Technicians, make sure you do a final check on the equipment before we begin.
Yes, sir.
Quartermasters, conduct an inventory on our supplies. Researchers, proceed to the Great Ravine with your escort as soon as you're ready. We can't bring our quarry back to base, so take what you need and be prepared to conduct your research on site.
Don't worry, Commander.
Everything will be in order.
Keep your ears open during the operation. I'll be giving orders as the situation unfolds. May the Sapphire Star light your way. Dismissed!
And once again, awkward delayed nod.
Big moment is
Right, so, let me turn up the music again. I apologise if any of you didn't like the background music I used for the Anjanath, but I just thought it wouldn't be appropriate fighting one of the you know, the big poster, or the big poster pushers, if you will, on the Monster Hunter World's title cover. So, next we are due to fight Zora Magdaros, but I believe that's going to be it for this episode. I believe there was a delivery I was expected to complete, but I don't have the necessary materials yet. So I believe I'm just going to be ending it here. So let me go and find the spot I usually sign off on. Well, it's usually a different spot, but a spot with a scenic spot, if you will. So, and that's going to be it, fellow hunters, for this episode. So thank you very much for watching. Take care, guys, and I will see you all again soon in the next hunt. Farewell.